Fasten your seatbelts because this is gonna get bumpy. Remember Armie Hammer? The disgraced actor is really trying my patience. A few years ago, many women came forward with damning allegations against him. I cannot go into detail. Let's just say they felt taken advantage of and he was using and things got really wild. And then his life and career imploded. And it's obvious that Armie Hammer is not working with a team because no agent, manager, or publicist would have advised that he do this. Armie just sat down to chat on the Painful Lessons podcast, and boy, was it painful. I'm guessing he thought it would be good for him, but it wasn't. Why? In this very long chat, Armie glosses over the allegations and fails to take any accountability. Gah! Straight off the bat, he set the tone for the awfulness of this interview, calling the allegations against him outlandish. Armie says there were things that people were saying about me that just felt so outlandish that I was a cannibal. Maybe not literally, but you talked about it with these women, according to them, incessantly. And they also claimed you were a biter. In 2024, he says, now I'm able to sort of look at it with a sense of distance and perspective and be like, that's hilarious. People called me a cannibal and everyone believed them. They're like, yep, that guy ate people. You're just like, what? What are you talking about? Do you know what you have to do to be a cannibal? You have to eat people. How am I going to be a cannibal? It was bizarre. Do you really think we are this naive, Armie Hammer? Obviously you do. It only gets worse from here, y'all. Armie wants you to know that he's a changed man. Allegedly. Hammer says, even in the discrepancies, in whatever it was that people said, whatever it was that happened, I'm now at a place in my life where I'm grateful for every single bit of it. Okay? Hammer says, quote, I never knew how to give myself love or self-validation prior to the allegations because he, quote, had this job where I was able to get it from so many people. I'm actually now at a place where I'm really grateful for it because where I was in my life before all of that stuff happened to me, I didn't feel good. I never felt satisfied. I never had enough. I never was in a place where I was happy with myself, where I had self-esteem. Me, I. What about all of the women that you affected so greatly? Don't talk about them, huh? Armie reveals that everything that went down caused him to have an ego, D-E-A-T-H. And the same happened to his career, and he ultimately joined a 12-step program. He says, quote, it's almost like a neutron bomb went off in my life. It K'd me. It did the same for my ego. It offed all the people around me that I thought were my friends that weren't. All of those people in a flash went away. And things were so bad for him that he reveals, quote, there were a lot of times when I thought I can't take this anymore. I was getting hate, so it just went right in. There was a time I was standing at the shore and I swam out really far and just laying there, a half-assed suicide attempt, but I thought I couldn't do that to my kids. Okay, so I have sympathy. I still think this is a mess of an interview. And it's not over. Trying to find the positive in life, Armie says, I'm still here, I still have my health, and I'm really grateful for that. So everything in my life falls apart. I lose all my representation. I lose all of my work. I lose everything right at the time. I think this is the worst thing that's ever happened to me. But when I look at it now with a sense of perspective, and albeit a much healthier perspective, I'm able to look at things like, for the last couple of years, I've taken my kids to school every single day. I've picked them up every single day from school. I drive them around, I take them to what they need to do, and then I take them home to their mom. I pat you on the back. The only moment of realness is when Armie admits that his career as an actor is over because, quote, he's not a viable commodity for the Hollywood system. However, he reveals that he's making his own sandbox as an artist by writing a script with a friend. Okay. What do you all think of this? Let me know in the comments section.